You're watching Channel 11, WPXI TV, Pittsburgh.
Good evening. Adam Lynch is off this evening. I'm Wayne Van Dyne.
Your Steel City News Station, Channel 11, WIIC TV, Pittsburgh.
Now, Hank Bachman, Dave Sullivan on sports, and weather with Pat Finn. This is Steel City News.
Hello, I'm Hank Bachman. Saturday night, Elvis Presley's doctor gets sentenced today.
From Pittsburgh's award-winning news station, this is the 11 o'clock report of Newscenter 11 with the AccuWeather forecast and sports. Now, Midge Hill.
Good evening from your news station. Tonight, 2 teams of federal investigators are in town.
You're watching Channel 11, WPXI TV, Pittsburgh. This is Channel 11 News with Mike Hambrick and Roxanne Stein, Sam Nover with sports, and Dennis Bowman with the weather outside. Now, Channel 11 News.
Good evening. Tonight, it's decision time for more than 8,000 employees of Wheeling Pittsburgh Steel.
You're watching Channel 11, WPXI TV, Pittsburgh. This is Channel 11 News Nightbeat with Mike Hambrick and Roxanne Stein, Sam Nover with sports, and Dennis Bowman with the weather outside. Now, Channel 11 News Nightbeat.
Good evening. In the news tonight, Edmond, Oklahoma is smack dab in the middle of what is called Tornado Alley.
Live from Television Hill, this is Channel 11 News First Edition with Ron Day, Kelly Mitchell, Dennis Bowman with the weather outside, and John Fedko on the sports scene. Now, Channel 11 News First Edition.
Up first tonight, a shootout inside a Monroeville home.
Live from Television Hill, this is Channel 11 News with Mike Hambrick, Roxanne Stein, Dennis Bowman with the weather outside, and Sam Nover with sports. Now, Channel 11 News. Live from Television Hill, this is Channel 11 News Nightbeat with Mike Hambrick, Roxanne Stein, Dennis Bowman with the weather outside, and Sam Nover with sports. Now, Channel 11 News Nightbeat.
This is Channel 11, WPXI TV, Pittsburgh. Live from Television Hill, this is Channel 11 News Nightbeat with David Johnson, Edie Tarbox, Dennis Bowman with the weather outside, and John Fedko with sports. Now, Channel 11 News Nightbeat.
Good evening, I'm David Johnson.
I'm Edie Tarbox. Up first on the Nightbeat.
This is Channel 11, WPXI TV, Pittsburgh. Live from Television Hill, this is Channel 11 News Nightbeat with David Johnson, Peggy Finnegan, Dennis Bowman with the weather outside, and John Fedko with sports. Now, Channel 11 News Nightbeat.
An early morning fire in Arcadia kills 4, and when police...
You're watching Channel 11, WPXI TV, Pittsburgh. The station with more news, more often. Live from Television Hill, this is Channel 11 News starting today with Della Cruz, Dee Thompson with sports, and Bill Cardell with Carnegie Science Center weather. Now, from the station voted best in the state by the Associated Press, Channel 11 News starting today.
Good morning to you. It's 5 a.m. here on Starting Today for this Friday, January 15th. I'm Della Cruz.
You're watching Channel 11, WPXI TV, Pittsburgh. The station with more news, more often. Live from Television Hill, this is Channel 11 News starting today with Della Cruz, John Fedko with sports, and Bill Cardell with Carnegie Science Center weather. Now, from the station voted best in the state by the Associated Press, Channel 11 News starting today.
Good morning to you. It's 5 a.m. here on Starting Today for this rainy Friday, July the 2nd.
Channel 11 News starting today continues live from Television Hill with Della Cruz and Bill Cardell with Carnegie Science Center weather.
News more often. Live from
from Television Hill, this is Channel 11 News at Noon, anchored by Dela Cruz, Ron Jay, and Bill Cardill with Carnegie Science Center weather. Now, Channel 11 News at noon.
A coroner's inquest today in downtown Pittsburgh looks into a brutal slaying. Good afternoon, I'm Ron Jay.
And I'm Dela Cruz. Topping our news this noon.
Channel 11 news time is 5 o'clock. Good evening. I'm Peggy Finnegan.
And I'm Dave Clark, in for David Johnson. Just ahead, first at 5, Allegheny County commissioners get an earful about an unpopular tax, and the outcry may have the county changing its mind.
You'll hear the incredible story of this little girl who was held chained by the neck, prisoner for 2 weeks underground.
And can Nintendo be harmful to your health? You'll want to hear what the latest study has to say and why your next video game may come with a warning.
And John Fedko tells us about another Pittsburgh Penguin star sidelined with an injury.
Stay tuned. Pittsburgh's first 5 o'clock news begins now on Channel 11.
You're watching Channel 11, WPXI TV, Pittsburgh. The station with more news, more often. Live from Television Hill, this is Channel 11 News first at 5 with David Johnson and Peggy Finnegan. John Fedko with sports and Dennis Bowman with Carnegie Science Center weather. Now, the newscast voted best in the state by the Associated Press. Channel 11 News first at 5.
And here's what's happening now. Allegheny County residents could be out of the tax trap.
That's right.
You're watching Channel 11, WPXI TV, Pittsburgh. The station with more news, more often.
A major robbery in our area tonight. We'll have the late-breaking details as police continue to look for the suspects.
Now, from the news operation voted best in the state by the Associated Press, this is Channel 11 News Nightbeat.
Police are scrambling to track down 3 men who...
You're watching Channel 11, WPXI TV, Pittsburgh, the station with more news, more often.
She was really hysterical, and she wasn't really saying much. You can just see the fear on her face.
A firefighter spots a local girl trying to escape her burning home. The story ahead on the Nightbeat.
Now, Channel 11 News Nightbeat.
The 15-year-old girl is lucky to be alive tonight after she's rescued from the building. Good evening, I'm Darieth Chisholm, topping the Nightbeat.
Live, local, late-breaking news from Channel 11 News, anchored by Chris Long, Peggy Finnegan, Sam Nover on sports, and Dennis Bowman's Carnegie Science Center weather. Now, Channel 11 News.
Traffic stop death. 3 officers accused. There is new information tonight.
You're watching Channel 11 News on WPXI TV Pittsburgh.
Well, it won't be long before the splashing begins.
Live, local, late-breaking news from Channel 11 News, anchored by Peggy Finnegan, Chris Long, John Fedko on sports, and Dennis Bowman's Carnegie Science Center weather. Now, Channel 11 News.
A bittersweet homecoming tonight for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Live, local, late-breaking news from Channel 11 News, anchored by Chris Long, Esther Troll, John Fedko on sports, and Dennis Bowman's Carnegie Science Center weather, plus Chopper 11. Now, Channel 11 News.
It wasn't my fault. I didn't have nothing to do with it. All I did was get in a fight with him.
Tonight, a student and school officials finally talk about a fight and a controversy that's heating up at a local school.
Coverage you can count on with Caroline Avedisian, Kevin Benson, live pictures from Chopper 11. This is Channel 11 News. Coverage you can count on.
Peggy Finnegan, Long on Fedko, Dennis Bowman, live pictures from Chopper 11. This is Channel 11 News. Coverage you can count on.
Breaking news tops tonight's 11 at 11. Police are on the scene of an apparent homicide.
Coverage you can count on Channel 11 News starts now. Now on 11.
A dangerous day in the woods. Hear how an elderly man was shot by a teenage hunter. The flu epidemic is growing. Tonight, what you need to know if your child attends daycare. And the details about Pittsburgh's plan to save itself from financial ruin.
Channel 11 News 11 at 11 starts now.
Good evening. Our top story on 11 at 11 tonight.
You're watching Channel 11 News with David Johnson, Darieth Chisholm,
John Fedko and Steve Teeling. Now, news coverage you can count on continues.
Why is a local neighborhood the murder capital of Pittsburgh? And will a new plan stop the madness? A speeding car, a dark night, and teenage passengers flying through the air. With local workers campaigning on city time and your dime. And more puppies sick and dying, but still for sale. Channel 11 News. Live, local, late-breaking coverage starts now.
Good evening. 6 people shot all in one day, all in one Pittsburgh neighborhood.
Channel 11 News continues in high definition with Bob Bruce, Will Menarchino, Krista Villarreal, and Tricia Pittman. News coverage you can count on. Channel 11 News continues in high definition with David Johnson, Peggy Finnegan, and Chief Meteorologist Julie Bologna. News coverage you can count on. Channel 11 News continues in high definition with David Johnson, Peggy Finnegan, Chief Meteorologist Mike LaPointe, and John Fedko. News coverage you can count on. Live, local, late breaking. Now broadcasting in high definition. Channel 11 News on Fox 53 starts now.
And
a child badly burned because his diaper wasn't changed for days. The relatives who found the disturbing conditions.
I had to call the cops or do something about it.
2 men's brave escape when a house is engulfed in flames.
Rain and storms tonight, but we're expecting a weekend warm-up. I'll show you what to expect tomorrow in your neighborhood.
New at 11, firefighters cut off a car's roof to rescue an accident victim.
Live, local, late breaking. Now broadcasting in high definition. Channel 11 News 11 at 11 starts with breaking news.
First tonight, reports of an apartment.
Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 11 News 11 at 11. News coverage you can count on.
Tanker truck fire. The driver made it out just before the flames overtook the cab. Thanks for staying up with us tonight. Let's get you caught up.
Now, Channel 11 Morning News. Coverage you can count on.
Good morning. Just about 4:30 here on this Monday, April 3rd. I'm Jennifer Tomazik in for Joe.
Now, Channel 11 News. Coverage you can count on.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. I'm Peggy Finnegan.
And I'm Damani Lewis.
Now, Channel 11 News starts with breaking news.
Good evening. A school van on fire in the middle of the road in Beechview with children inside.
Now, Channel 11 News. Coverage you can count on.
Developing now, 2 stores less than 3 miles apart robbed in broad daylight by a man claiming to have a gun.
And
now, Channel 11 News starts with breaking news.
There was a shooting. We believe it's multiple suspects. One suspect is deceased. Multiple officers were shot.
Now, Channel 11 News on Fox 53 at 10.
New at 10, 2 people were thrown from a truck after a crash in North Forsyth.
Now, Channel 11 News on Fox 53 at 10 starts with breaking news.
That breaking news happening in Aspinwall. Emergency crews on the scene of a deadly train accident. Police say the Norfolk Southern train hit a person near the intersection of Freeport.
Now, Channel 11 News 11 at 11. Coverage you can count on.
A terrifying ride when police say an Uber driver kidnapped a woman, and they say he touched her inappropriately.
Fierce flames burned for hours at an old restaurant. The dangerous conditions inside that forced firefighters to evacuate.
Warmer weather for Easter weekend. I'm tracking when temperatures will be near 70.
It was a big night for presidential candidate Bernie Sanders, where the delegate count stands now after 2 more Democratic caucuses.
Now, Channel 11 News 11 at 11 starts with breaking news.
That's right. We have breaking news right now. Massive fire that destroyed an old restaurant in Penn Hills has rekindled. Firefighters just arrived back at the scene on Allegheny River Boulevard.
Now, Channel 11 News. Coverage you can count on.
Now, rain, wind, snow on the way. We've got the latest timing with Storm Tracker for your neighborhood coming up.
A man found shot along the street. Breaking this morning, we're live with the investigation now underway.
And a possible partial shutdown is now just a week away. A group of lawmakers threatening to bring the country to a halt.
Right now at 4, a woman's body discovered near a local college campus. The latest now on the search for answers.
Plus, brief break between systems, but changes on the way. I'll show you the timing of the next big weekend storm.
And a driver arrested after crashing into a building. Why police say she should have never been behind the wheel.
Now, Channel 11 News. Coverage you can count on.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm David Johnson in for Susan. Right now at 4, police in Beaver County.
New on 11 at 11, charges filed nearly a year after a deadly hit and run.
I'm glad that they did catch somebody.
Why the driver told police he did not stop.
2 local police departments could soon join forces.
I think it makes sense.
Will they get there fast enough?
New on 11 at 11, why this proposal is getting mixed reactions.
I honestly don't remember walking up to this bridge.
He was prepared to jump. New on 11 at 11, one man's emotional reunion with the police officer who saved his life.
Plus, when the Mon Incline could finally reopen.
Now, Channel 11 News. Coverage you can count on.